And at that point, I had to struggle a lot with myself. I would say there was a lot of anger in me. One of the biggest comfort zone.
Hi, I'm Charissa. Welcome to my channel.
Hello, I'm Marcus. Okay.
Renda. Take a pic. Show the crowd.
Okay. So when was the last time our relationship pushed you outside of our comfort zone?
What, you memorize the question?
Okay, yeah, for me, quite recent, I think. So, like for us, I think we had a pretty tough conversation. How we receive love and affection from each other. For me, it's more like, I just have to enjoy her company. Doesn't really matter what we do unless it's something that I really don't want to do, then that's a different story. Yeah, so like I think the biggest comfort zone shift that I have to push for myself is to realize that she's not me. Right? Maybe what I'm okay with is not okay. At that point in time, I would say there was a lot of anger in me to basically it's like pride lah, right? Saying that why you cannot just be like me. I think that's a very common disagreement, a very common phrase that comes out when we have disagreement in a couple. Like, why can you not be more like me, or why can't you understand me? Yeah. So at that point, I had to struggle a lot with myself to see, is it that I'm changing myself for her, or am I really just doing a bit more extra, right, to help her receive love in this relationship? Yeah. So that was one of the biggest comfort zone boundaries that I had to push, but in the end I did it because I was very clear of what it was about, right? It's about me understanding how she receives love rather than me changing totally who I am as a person. So that's sort of a compromise and sort of the growth that I experienced in the relationship.
It's more of understanding each other deeper and really knowing how each other receive love and give love. And for us, we give and receive love in a different way. So this is something that you've got to understand your partner for, and precisely because we're different and we appreciate each other's differences. So I guess that's really important. Okay, so for me, I guess the last time our relationship pushed me outside my comfort zone was, asking him to do this video. Okay, because I'm not comfortable sometimes asking people to do things for me or to do things together in general. Yeah, so I guess like I really wanted to feature him on my channel, and I feel and think that he has a lot of goodness to share with the world. So that's why I invited him to share his perspective together with me on the questions that we picked out today. And yeah, so for me, stepping out of my comfort zone means actually going to him and asking him, can he appear on my YouTube channel? And
First I said no, but you very persistent.
yeah, why you say no?
Yeah, I shy.
So you
So the next topic we have is about you, right? So yes, please pick one.
What's one thing... Okay, I can't remember. What's one thing about your life you'll never change for me or anyone else?
Okay, for me, one thing I will not change about my life for her or anyone else. My gaming habits. I love to game, to play PC games. So yeah.
For me, I guess one thing I would like to never change is, like, the first thing that came into my mind was empathy actually. Like, I was trying to fit that empathy into my life question, and I feel like it could be a personality or a character thing. Yeah, so I'm like a tap. I think this has been said to me before.
Water tap.
Yeah, water tap. So sometimes I tend to tear up or cry quite easily, like just watching a short few seconds touching scene, and I can just, my eyes will get red. And yeah, and he knows it. So yeah, I think that's something that I will like to never change for anyone. And also, crying doesn't mean you're weak, okay? It just means that you're strong to admit that you have emotions.
Yeah, I cried in front of her many times before. So.
You can't pick the number of times I cried in front of you. Okay, moving on to our next question, which is on relationships. Yes, the finale. Okay, come choose. Did I just show you? Oops.
Okay, describe some times and areas in which you find it most difficult to be open and honest with me. Yeah. One of the biggest topics that come to mind is really a man's pride, right? A man's pride when it comes to being the man in the relationship or the male in the relationship, right? So I think we have been taught by society to have this very strong exterior, right? That if there's any challenges or what, you have to be strong, right? You cannot show weakness, you cannot cry, you cannot show emotion, right? You just have to be a stone wall to face it straight on. Yeah. I think that's a very real perception and very real belief, and sometimes I'm still struggling with it to open up to her because it may make me seem weak, right? But I'm very clear that when it comes to this kind of thing, when I'm not trying to share with her, it's just my pride or ego stopping me from being vulnerable, right? Because at the end of the day, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, whatever societal beliefs that have been imposed on you or that you believe about, right? We're all still human. We still all have the same emotions. We still feel anger, we still feel sadness, we still feel sometimes they are not worthy of the other party, right? These emotions are very real, and I think it's good to embrace them.
I feel like sometimes emotions are like that too. Like whether it's because of your pride, that's why you feel a certain way, or is it what society taught you to feel that way, or is it really yourself feeling that way? Sometimes even I myself get jumbled up. One of the things I find it most difficult to bring it up or be open to you about is, like, for example, sometimes when I feel like I need my alone time. Yeah. Even though we did have a conversation before about, understanding each other, we do have our need for alone time sometimes, just to recharge ourselves. Sometimes we are afraid to tell our partners or even other friends or family members because for me, like, I fear hurting them. Yeah, but we all do need to draw our boundaries. Sometimes before we give other people our time and energy, we need to replenish that ourselves first. Yeah.
Ultimately, I think your life belongs to you and no one else. So I also need a lot of my own alone time, and I think it's it's something that may be hard to bring up sometimes.
I guess when you share something like that to your other half, it's a form of mutual respect. You voice out your concerns, you discuss about it. And bonus question, what kind of environment do you feel safe enough to have this kind of difficult conversations?
It depends on both parties, right? When we have a difficult conversation, it's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's more about understanding where the person comes from, right? It may not make sense to you, but definitely it makes sense to the other person. That's why him is expressing it, right? So it's really about having that non-judgmental space and taking things as it is, right? Don't misinterpret.
I guess for me, a safe environment is also where both of you set up your relationship such that you trust each other and have a conversation that is non-judgmental, and to embrace and accept each other's thought processes or behaviors, right? And if something doesn't appeal to you, then it's those kind of quiet time when you all have together, make sure there's no other party around, because it may affect that safe environment that you set up for each other to talk about such stuff. So I feel like that's really important in a lot of relationships. Yes, anything else you want to say? Okay. So yay, that wraps up our 6 questions, and hope this has been a good special episode for you guys. So how do you feel about today's session?
Feel great that we're able to share with whoever is watching this. I hope that whatever insights we share might be able to help improve your relationship with yourself and the people around you. Yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yay! Thank you! And yeah, thanks for agreeing to be on my video and channel today. Shakes hands. See, we're not like displaying public affection. See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Charissa. Why you hello?
You know, I just sit there so unnatural. Yeah.